Hi, I'm Sailor Mini Moon Reenie here. And today, well, first sad for that burp that came out. Okay. And today we're going to talk about things that Sailor Moon and Power Rangers both have the same. Now, I know we probably had made the film like this many times, but there were a lot of things that probably were the same about it, or may have just been, since one was based from the other. Now, Naoko Takiguchi got the idea Sailor Moon from Super Sentai, the same way that Han Javon got the thought from Super Sentai to get the Power Rangers. And that led a lot of things that were the same about the show, but then there were a lot of things that were not the same about the show. Now, first off, you have Queen Beryl and Rita Repulsa, who, well, they both have weird hair. Both had henchmen that were about the same number. And both were built up to be at least queens. But that may have just been something that was just put there to be the same. But obviously there were other things that were the same, like between Billy and Amy, of course, both of them being truly smart. Both of them being blue. And that, well, I don't know, but I think most likely there was a lot of that going on that was the same. But I don't really know. But you did see that between the Blue Ranger and Sailor Mercury both being the same, or at least in those senses. There may have been other things that made them unlike, but those are the two things I like the same. Now, and also others are going to bring out Tuxedo Mask and the Green Ranger, both getting brainwashed. Something that some folks that show the things that were the same about Power Rangers and Sailor Moon don't point out. Was that something? Now, some folks are going to say that Naoko Takiguchi and Han Javon both got the same thought and said, okay, the Green Ranger's going to get brainwashed. Tuxedo Mask going to get brainwashed. So, yeah, it may have been something like that. That could be my guess. Another thing that both shows another thing that they both have same thing of, is that the Green Ranger later on, the White Ranger, Tenley does save the Pink Ranger a lot. So you do see Tommy helping Kimberly a lot, just like Tuxedo Mask Tyrion helped Sailor Moon Serena out a lot. If that was something if that was just there, or that just happened, or that just the way it was. But, that's another thing that some folks out there, who find a lot of things between the Power Rangers and Sailor Moon the same. Now, that might lead someone into believing that one was knocking off the other, or one had took stuff from the other, but I believe that the truth is that, okay, Super Sentai came out in 1975, but by the time the one that the Power Rangers took their stuff from, it had been out for some time. And it's true that Sailor Moon did come out in 1992, 1 year before the Power Rangers would even would get made from Super Sentai. But you could see how Naoko Takiguchi may have taken a lot of things from the Power Rangers, and you could from Super Sentai that became the Power Rangers, and you could see where Han Javon may have gotten the stuff founded from Super Sentai. True. But that's not even what this film is, and yeah, those are pretty much a lot of borrowed words right there. Now, except for Moon. Well, anyway, those were just some of the many things that they have the same. Yes, okay, yes, granted that the fiends on Sailor Moon never got big, but I take that back, because we did have Emerald, who got big and became a dragon or something, or some kind of fiend. So, yeah. But primarily, them getting big was always something that did on Pioneers that really did on Sailor Moon. So that may have been one thing that didn't have the same from it. Yeah. But then that might be one thing it was unlike. But there were many, many other things that were the same. You know, getting new foes, you know, shifting, you know, going around, starting the day, then some foe coming around and fighting the foe, then usually fighting them off. So there are a lot of big things. Plus, I believe, yeah. But I know someone out there is going to be like, wait a minute, Sailor Mini Moon Rini, you're telling me there were a lot of things that were, you know, that between the Power Rangers and Sailor Moon that were the same? Yeah, at least those are things I got out that were the same. But then there were a whole bunch of things that weren't the same. Yes, I know they're going to say the borrowed words. You know, metamorphosis being a Greek borrowed word, and transformation being a French borrowed word. But the English word will be shift. But I don't even, but you can't say one said one borrowed word and the other one said the other borrowed word. But that wasn't easy. They both shifted, both were over good doers. But then again, it has to be the same. You know? And I'm sure that there's probably others out there that are the same, but those were the big things that I felt that were the same. You know? That was it just something that just happened? Or was it something that Naoko Takiguchi and Hans Vaughn had actually goaled? Now, I know you let me know what you think. I'm Sailor Mini Moon Rini. Hope you like this film.